Hello and welcome back to the Poetry Vlogs by Nitya, and I'm Nitya. Hi. First of all, wishing you all a very happy and prosperous new year. I hope this year will be the year for you. Talking about today's video, there have been things that I have tolerated till now, but it ends here. Sometimes you tolerate the behavior and energy even if you hate it. It drains your energy, but you do it because you don't want to call people out. Scared that it will jeopardize your relationship, it will create a wall between you and the other person. So, to keep peace, you ignore it or tolerate it. But I guess it's time to have certain boundaries and stick to them no matter who is on the other side. One thing I have realized about myself is that I will tolerate the behavior, won't voice out loud my emotions, won't tell them how hurt I have been, won't do anything, will simply bear it to keep the relationship intact. And when alone in my room, I'll complain about them. And I'll keep on complaining because I don't like it. I'll have conversations in my head about what should I have said, how should I have snapped at them, and blah 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 blah. And honestly, the hurt is valid, the emotions are valid, but it doesn't change the fact that it was my fault too. Like, why don't I care enough for myself to keep me out of people's energy who only know how to take and not give? Why can't I have enough boundaries? I have worked on all this in the year 2024. Succeeding also, but I think this year needs more clarification and a list of what I won't tolerate. And if I allow myself in these energies that I don't want to be surrounded by, it simply means that I don't respect myself enough. In pleasing others, I would always compromise my self respect. Anyway, काफी बात की बात है. This will never happen anyway. So yeah, the first thing is people who don't apologize and make amends. Even after you have voiced it out loud, you're hurt. And it includes them accidentally ruining your work or experience altogether. I understand it wasn't your intention, but being so defensive about it is a big no for me. And anyway, apologizing doesn't make you small. It simply means that you acknowledge that hurt and disappointment and you say sorry for that, even when it was unconsciously done. And by apologizing to you, they are simply being considerate to you and your loss of time, efforts, and spirit. And anyway, this is basic manners, and I'm not going to teach grown ass adults this now. Second is, and by the way, these all are from my personal experience, okay? Second is when you're talking deep in conversation and the other person starts laughing at you because of the way you spoke a word or it's funny to them. Laughing and making fun of it is fine, it's cool. But leaving someone dangling in the air, making them believe that they are wrong and not correcting them is the problem. I speak three languages and honestly मैं तीनों में ही गलतियाँ करती हूँ. So anyway, my mother tongue is Marwadi and I am fluent in it. But most of the people who only speak Marwadi in my circle always try to make fun of me because I speak more languages than them. And it's okay, but the problem starts when I'm talking to them and they will pick one word and make me believe that I have pronounced it wrong or have used it out of context, when in fact, that's not the case. And when I ask them to educate me, to tell me what is the correct pronunciation or what is the right word, they will never tell me that. And one time I was talking to this person and the person was like, "Oh, you used it right. I just find it funny you speaking it." They have done this on every single occasion, and I'm not even exaggerating. Made me feel so pathetic that I used to avoid speaking this language. I realized what was happening, and it's not going to happen again. Never. I'm not going to take accountability for your lack. If you wish to speak certain languages, then learn them. YouTube is free. You have a smartphone. Internet is all you need. And then there are so many apps you can learn everything for free. I will not be entertaining this behavior further. I can't take jokes. If that's what you think, then well, I can't. And anyway, belittling someone to compensate for your lack was never funny, and it never will be. Third thing is when someone makes me feel bad because they can't excel at the stuff I can. I tolerated this misery for so long, it's embarrassing to me. Just because I wanted to empathize with them. But fuck it. If you want to do what others can do, then do it. It's that simple. I've been a joke for this very reason. And I remember I was again being made fun of with 15 people being an audience for the things I love to do. Reading and writing most specifically. And I asked the person, are you laughing at me for my capabilities or your inability? They don't like to talk to me as much as they used to. Thank goodness. Fourth, when you share something that made you feel awful or something happened that scared the shit out of you and you felt unsafe and you shared it with them and the response was them making it a joke, like no understanding, no empathy, no compassion, just making fun of it and laughing at someone's pain. Dealt with it for a long time, not anymore. Goodbye, rot in hell. I wouldn't do this to you, and we shouldn't do this to anyone. It's inhuman, period. Fifth is the silent treatment. I've been guilty of it, not gonna deny that. I have worked on this behavior of mine for a year now and won't tolerate others doing it too now. We are adults and we still can't communicate. There we have a New Year resolution for us. I have hurt you, tell me. I will try my best to make amends. I have apologized, accepted my fault, and conveyed my side of the story, and still all you can do is give me the silent treatment? Then okay. I haven't got time for these teenage tactics. Giving silent treatment is a form of abuse. And it's time now for us to realize it and learn how to communicate. Dude, come on. And if you can't, then it was nice having you here. Thank you. Now it's time for me to take my leave. The sixth is those who keep complaining, like ask them about their trip for say. And all they do is tell you how others' behavior ruined their whole trip. How they hated this, how frustrating that was. They tell you about what others were doing and they start to criticize them for their actions. Like, okay, complain about me too now because I can't do this anymore. Like those people who never see happiness, they'll never choose peace. All they do is hate what others are doing because I don't like it. I would have done this in this particular way, or I don't prefer that's tacky, that's cheap, or whatever. And then they blame others for their bad mood. Honestly, stop this victimhood. I can understand them saying something or doing something that you don't appreciate. And it might have hurt your feelings, but it doesn't mean you hate them forever. Hate is a very strong emotion, it's extreme. And there is a word called distance. But here's another thing too. If someone continuously hurts you and you can't stop yourself complaining about it, then distance yourself from that particular person. What is this like? I know she hates me, I know that she's jealous of me, but I will still go and spend my time with her and then I'll go to another group and complain about how she is jealous of me. Why are you spending your time with her or him then? No complainers in 2025. Have had enough, literally enough. They are vampires to be honest. मतलब खुशी चूस लेते हैं, सुकून ले लेते हैं. 7 being people who don't want to move on. Like I get it, but putting everything on hold, declaring yourself a victim and doing nothing will help you grow. It's exhausting to deal with these people. I'm sorry to say, but it really is. They want the best, but they are not willing to do the work. Nothing happens magically. People don't heal in minutes. It takes time and sometimes forever. Stop being stuck in one place and pray for a miracle because it won't happen. Like, okay, they put you in that position, but you living in that position now is your decision. It's your choice to be a victim now. Move on, even though it hurts. Eighth is people pleasers. I understand. I was one. But you make others need your priority and then blame how used you feel. Babe, you give them that power. Blame yourself and believe me, blame yourself. Because I did and it changed my life in the best possible way. Make yourself your priority and don't blame others for your lack of actions and boundaries. And if you're gonna do this, I'll stay away from you. Ninth is this is more like a sister of the eighth one, but I wanted it to be a different point. The people who can't say no. You don't respect yourself enough? I don't want to be in your company. Self respect is hot. Be hot. The 10th thing is those people who say my intentions were good. Oh my god, this is my favorite. Those people who say my intentions were or are good. But then why were your actions and words contradicting it? Fuck your intentions. Because if your intentions were so good, then why is your action so cruel? 11th thing is the last one. People who constantly call you for help, for advice, for solution. And when you give them the solution to their problems, they don't implement it. But they will again call you after a week or after a few days and discuss the same problem. And when you ask them what they did with the last solution, they have no answer. And then they just laugh about it. Those people who love talking about their problems but don't want to solve them, but they can't stop themselves talking about it and discussing it and then being this बेचारा पर्सन जिसके जीवन से कभी दुख ही समाप्त नहीं होते. I have enough of these people. Thank you. You don't need to stay away from me. I will do that work for you. I won't bother you that much. शुक्रिया. जय राम जी की. Okay. That was actually a lot. I wrote half of these when I was done with a few people. I'm not gonna tolerate this behavior. And no. I love myself enough to protect me from these energies and protect my peace of mind. And I don't care if they are friends or family, something that I would have cared in the past. I don't care. If you don't know how to be a good human being, stay away from me. As simple as that. And if you can't do that, if that's too much for you because it hurts your good person imagery, then don't worry, I will do that for you. I will make sure that I have cut you out of my life. And if you're a person that I can't completely cut out of my life, I will make sure that I have enough distance between us because there's no way I'm going back into this loop which does nothing but hurts me and drains me and leaves me feeling pathetic about myself. Like, anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you love this video, and I do hope and pray that you will make a list of behaviors and energies that you won't tolerate this year because honestly, life is too short. We should respect our time and ourselves and what resonates with us. The relationship that aligns with our purpose and our higher self. Anyway, I do recommend making a list like this because it really helps. It does. It keeps things in mind and is a really fun way to see what aligns with you and what does not. Anyway, hit the like button if you like this video, comment down your views about it and behaviors that you won't tolerate this year. And subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, then the links are in the description below. Come and say hi to me, and yeah, I'll see you guys again in a couple of days. Till then, be amazing, get your shit together. I love you. Bye.